Hi and welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you have visited before. My name is Angela. I love knitting, sewing, crocheting, bead weaving, you name it. I most likely have tried it at some point. First of all, before I jump in today's episode, which is another episode of What's on My Needles series, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you have subscribed or if you have watched my last video, I feel overwhelmed with how much attention my last video have gotten. I did not expect that. I am very, very grateful. Thank you for being here, and thank you for subscribing, commenting, coming back, for visiting once, and moving along. Either way, thank you so much. And yeah, so what I have today, it has been a while since I have done one of my What's on My Needles episodes. Today is March 1st, 2026. And I have 3 finished projects. I have 3 whips, and I have quite a few acquisitions to share. And without further ado, let's jump in. So this is my first finished project. It's the Aster Sweater. I have made a video that was completely dedicated to the sweater because I have done a lot of modifications to the pattern. So if you're interested, I would link it down in the description box. My other finished projects are these fingerless mittens, and I will add close-up video of how they fit and how they look. This is my second time I have done this pattern. It is a free pattern by Virginia Burrow. It's the Noro Silk Garden Fingerless Mittens. The first time I have made them with worsted weight yarn held with mohair, and I did a little giveaway with that pair. And then this time I have used a yarn from Left Hand Wool Company, which is the Newitt, Colorado yarn company. It's a little farm. I bought this yarn in Boulder at the farmer's market. I was very excited to find somebody local or fairly local that is passionate about animal welfare. This is hand-dyed yarn, and I love the colors. They remind me of winter Colorado sunrises. The colors are just very pretty. It is quite itchy. It is 100% wool, and it is about a DK weight. And yeah, I started these mittens on 24th of January and I finished on February 8th. It's a quite a fast project to do. I think if I didn't have other projects and if I had a little bit more time, within a week, easily, you can finish if you're knitting about half an hour a day. So I did few modifications to the pattern. So I made the cuff ribbing a little bit longer. I made the finger, the top ribbing a little bit longer, and I did make the thumb ribbing a little shorter. But it is a very easy pattern to follow and adjust as you need. It comes in 2 sizes, female and a male, so I think it's about medium and the large. Let me see. Yeah, medium for ladies and large for men's. And I have used 3.75 millimeter DPNs because I do not like magic loop. I prefer DPNs whenever I am working on a smaller circumference, like sleeves and so forth. So that's all about that pattern. I love the fact that the yarn, when I blocked it, did not bleed at all. I will add website to this farm. I don't think she sells yarns. I think she sells, however, I think she sells fiber, undyed fiber. I'm not sure. Either way, I will add the link in the description box. And my third finished project is actually a sewn project. I made another project bag. I wanted to make a bag for a sweater project, so something a little bit bigger. Last year I made lots of these drawstring bags, and I did make a video of how you can make your own. I will link it down in the description box. So I have lots of these, and they're awesome for smaller projects, socks, shawls, summer tops, but when it comes to a sweater, it is a little tight. And I did make this one previously, and it was just the first one that I have tried. So this is my little tote with I have bought thrifted fabric. So I made this one. It's a little flimsy because there's no reinforcements, and it's just in the lining and the outside fabric. And not long ago, I went to a quilting shop and I saw some totes that were made with quilted fabrics, and it was really pretty. I didn't go quite that far as making a quilt as of smaller pieces of fabric together, but I did get inspired by the bag that I saw, and I unfortunately don't have a picture or a video, but this is my quilted project bag. As you can see, it is sewn through, and I do have a little video that I will add to this. It's very simple. There's just inside lining, there are no pockets, no nothing, and I used a zipper that I bought a whole bunch of entire set of these zippers. This is the invisible zippers that you use for garments, which is not the best for a bag like this, but anyway, this is my tote bag. It took me a long time, the longest time. The thing that it's most time consuming about sewing, in my opinion, it's coming up with the pattern or transferring the pattern onto a paper, cutting it out, and then putting the pattern onto fabric, and then cutting that, adding seam allowance, I think you call it, and then cutting all the pieces out of the fabric. Then once you start sewing, it's pretty fast, but yeah, it took me a long time. I think it took me couple of weeks, maybe longer, with half an hour here and there, because I do have a full-time job, and I also have a small business that takes a little bit of my free time. And yeah, but I am really happy with how it came out, and I do have pieces cut out for another one, because from now on I would like to have 2 garments that I can switch in between, and then additional either a blanket or a little accessory. I would like to diminish the amount of projects or whips that I have going at the same time. What's in this bag? It's yarn and pattern that I have bought for the Felix pullover, which will be my next project after, and I think it will be probably the last wintry project right after I finish my Whitmoor cardigan, which is almost there. I am super excited about that one. I have to be honest, I think I could have finished it much sooner, but I love this project so much that I keep setting it aside because I don't want it to finish. I don't want it to be done. I want to just keep knitting this forever, probably. And I will add a video of me trying it where it is at the moment. I think the last time that I have shared about this project, I was right here. And so I finished the length. I did the ribbing at the bottom, and I did not do Jenny's stretchy bind off that Amy calls for. I think it is Amy. Yeah. Forgot. Amy Lowden. I did Italian sewn bind off, and I am almost done with one of the sleeves. I think I'm missing about an inch, and then there will be the ribbing. Yeah, I am using alpaca from Drops and the kit silk mohair from Drops. That's probably the only thing that I regret a little bit about this project. They're both quite itchy. I'm hoping it will get better after blocking, but we shall see. I don't have particularly sensitive skin, but I'm pretty sure this will not be my last Whitmoor cardigan. And as soon as I finish this one, I will do another special, and I will tell you all about it. Yeah, so that's my first whip. I have 2 more whips. I have another version of my squishy shawl. If you have seen any of my older videos, I came up with this pattern, and I want to make 3 versions before I publish the pattern. I probably will do that next winter, and I would like it to be very versatile. I want it to show how versatile it can be also. So the first one that I have made was 200 grams of worsted weight yarn. This one will be 100 grams of worsted weight yarn held double with a strand of mohair, and the last one will be 150 grams. So I might do a different weight of a yarn too, just to show how it would look. And I am about done. I have about 25 more grams of the worsted weight yarn to add, and we are about here. So this one will be much smaller, will be more of a little small shawl. I really like the fabric that it's creating and the feathering. So it is two completely different colors held together. Let me show you. So it is this worsted weight 100% acrylic yarn and a strand of this. It's mohair with polyamide, I think, core. And together they make this. And I am enjoying. I never done that before. I never really have used mohair with anything, and I am slowly getting very addicted to mohair held with other yarns. And I love to see all the variations that you can make, all the different fabrics that you can make, and the sky is the limit. Just you can unleash your creativity and create beautiful things, unique things. My third whip that I wanted to share today is the Twin Leaf Blanket by Lindsay Hunt. This is also a free pattern, and I will link all the patterns down in the description box. I am making this blanket for a coworker that just had a baby. I am using 100% acrylic yarn, and my choice, I went for acrylic because I thought babies might like the itchiness of wool. They also might be allergic, and I don't know the preferences of the parents. I do regret a little bit my choice. I could have gone for cotton, and I think that would have been a better choice for a baby. But either way, I think it's coming along quite nicely, and it looks quite nice. It was a big ball of 300 grams, and I went for the color white, and I am almost done. So the finished should be 30 by 35 inches. After blocking, I think this pattern is absolutely stunning, and the repeat was quite easy to memorize after 3 or 4 times. She has a chart and a written instructions in her pattern, and I'll show you because it's okay. It's a free pattern. So she has written instructions, and she also has a chart, whatever you prefer to use. And I think her gauge was smaller. So she calls for 3.5, and can't really see. It does, oh, sport weight yarn, and mine is DK, and I'm using 4mm needles. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. I love the drape, the heaviness, not heavy at all. It's quite soft, it's not itchy, and I take this, I work on this every night before I go to sleep for about an hour. It takes me about an hour to make one repeat. As the pattern says, I think I'm one repeat in the border away from finishing, but I think I make it just a little bit longer than that, and then I block it, and then I will be able to wrap it up and give it to my coworker. So those are my 3 whips that I am working on. I can't wait to finish the blanket and the shawl, and then probably I will finish the Whitmoor cardigan about the same time, all 3 of them, and then I want to pick back up my dormant 2 summer projects and start working on the Felix pullover. Sorry, more hair. More hair here. All right, so those are my whips. Please let me know what you have going on. I would love to know. Do you knit gifts? I know it could be a little hard because you put so much time into it and you don't know if the person that you're gonna give the gift to, it's gonna appreciate the time and the work that went into it, if they're gonna like it, if it's but either way, even if it's not appreciated the way I would like to, it's okay. I am enjoying the process, and they can always give it to someone else. It's all good. I have some yarn. This is, let me tell you, this is a Sea Isle. That's the name of the yarn. It's from Plymouth Yarn, which is the brand, and it is 50% organic Pima cotton and 50% fine merino wool. Let's see. It's from Bristol, Pennsylvania, and it is Gloucester gray. I can't see thickness. I think she had it with worsted weight yarns. I am not sure about that. I think it's a little thinner than that. I would say it's more of a DK. Let's see if it says, doesn't even say US 7 needle. Not sure how thick that is, but this is it. It feels very soft, and it feels like it will be very comfy to wear. I would like to make spring/summer top with this, something with a little bit more of an open gauge. I did find few patterns that I have been considering, but I think I will end up making my own. I think I will come up with something that includes a little bit of all 3 that I have seen. I want something that has a little bit of a drop shoulder. I have not decided if I want a round, go on a boat neck, or a V shape. I haven't decided about that, but I do want quite a bit of positive ease, and I want it to be quite airy and with a nice drape. My stop at the shop that I have never visited before, it is in Canyon City. It is a Yarn and Dangerous, I believe, the name of the shop. Gorgeous, gorgeous shop. I did not get any footage. I will do that next time I will visit, because they have just changed locations, but the shop looks completely different anyway. She had a beautiful selection of yarns, different brands. She had lots of Ito, Noro. She had Cascade. There's another brand, and it's just escaping my memory, that she had quite a bit of. That's okay. Can't remember. Next time I'll visit, I will make a video for sure, and I will show you what she has. But that's where I bought this yarn. It's that my first acquisition, and I finally got one of my woolen company orders that I have been waiting for quite a while. I got some more DPNs. This is my favorite brand of needles, Leaky. And I got some more wires for my interchangeables. I am making a little collection. And I think there should be some stitch markers, and I think these were a gift with order. So I have that, and with this order I have ordered a couple of mohair yarns because I'm trying to find a mohair for my next project, and it's hard online because you can't really tell if it's soft, if it's itchy, if you're gonna like the color, and so forth. So this is Knitting for Olive silk mohair in the color Artichoke Purple, and I really like this color. Beautiful. I don't think it's itchy. I don't think it's itchy at all. Maybe it has a little tiny, barely perceptible bite. And I do know that some mohair can be more itchy in the darker colors, if that makes sense. So that's maybe why my Whitmoor cardigan silk mohair, it's a little itchy. And this is the Aster silk mohair in the color Cloud, and it is super soft. I have seen a lot of podcasters mentioning this silk mohair as the softest one they have encountered, so I wanted to try it, and it is definitely soft. I don't think either of them is itchy, but if I would have to choose one of them that is softer, it would be definitely the Aster. It also has quite a bit more halo than the Knitting for Olive, but I do know that all that can change once it's blocked. In my last acquisition, it's those two stunning books, and I will add a video. One of them is Paint with Thread, and let me show you. So this is about embroidery, and there are a few projects included. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? And she goes through everything you need to know about your supplies, your materials, stitches, and then there are a few projects at the back of the book. Stunning. I love this type of embroidery. I used to do a cross stitch back in the day, but that's a long time ago. I love this one. I would like to pick up some embroidery again when I have time, and here are some that you can use. Beautiful. It's by Emily Ferris. And the other book that I got is the Embroidery on Nets by Judith Gumlich. And again, she goes into a detail about your supplies, materials that you can use, stitches, and then there are quite a few complete projects that you can make. And that's my plan for my Felix sweater. I would definitely love to make some embroidery. And I was also thinking about adding a little bit, because these mittens are not side specific. You can make them side specific, and in Virginia tells you how you can make them side specific. But I would like to add a little embroidery on both, maybe a couple of flowers. As soon as I finish with my Whitmoor cardigan and know how much of the alpaca wool I will have left over, I would love to use that as my leaves. I know it looks more blue on the camera. It has quite a bit of green in it. It's more of a petroleum green. But yeah, I think that would look nice. Do some embroidery. Maybe I'll just make flowers with this color. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely want to do more embroidery. And there is my Sabai top that I have made last year too, that I want to embellish with some embroidery, because it is such a boring gray color. Yeah, unbelievably, I think that we are at the end. I do believe that I have shared everything. Every time I make a video, at the end, I feel like I have stormed through it, and I just talked for so long, and I even lose track of what I have said, what I haven't said. If I can remember, if I have forgotten something, either way, if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to help and answer them if I have the answer. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your support. And until next time, I hope your life is filled with happiness. Bye.